Hey everybody, this is Kevin with Divinely Designed, and I have a soap video today. I haven't made soap in forever, and I wanted to do kind of a happy soap, and so I'm going to do, obviously, a Christmas themed soap coming up, and I'm going to do some melt and pour. I don't really do melt and pour, but I don't know, I kind of just wanted to try it out and experiment and just make a fun, happy soap. So this will probably be in a couple different parts to show you the various stages, but let's get soaping. Okay, the first step is I'm going to be using some Crafter's Choice clear melt and pour base. And these are some molds that I got from, I believe it was Target, probably a year ago, in like their dollar bin, and they just have little snowflakes that have little kind of snowflake depressions in a round mold, and then just Christmas trees. So for the first part, for the snowflakes, I'm going to be using some diamond dust mica. This is from Nature's Garden, that I have mixed into the clear, and then I just heated it. And then I'm only going to fill it in the bottom portion of the snowflake itself. So not the round part, just the snowflake portion. I used so the Crafter's Choice clear melt and pour base comes in a big block, and you can easily cut it into 4 sort of quadrants. So like here's one. Let me show you the whole pack, I guess. So here's the whole pack. So I took one of those quadrants, and I used about 3/4 of it to mix the diamond mica in with, and then I just have some clear here. And so for the Christmas trees, for the first part, what I'm going to do is just add a layer of clear. Just enough to cover the bottom. Okay, we're going to let those set up, and we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, next I want to add sort of Christmas balls. I have in here some clear that I mixed with some red vibrant mica from Nurture Soap Supply. And you can see I have, I think this is a grapefruit knife. It's got a real fine tip on it. I'm going to dip it into the liquid, which is pretty hot, and I'm going to hold it kind of horizontal, and then to make a drop, I'm going to turn it up, okay? So it was a little technique I just figured out. So hold it horizontal, turn it so I can get the little drop, okay? This will give you better control over where you can put your drops or your Christmas balls. And they actually come out sort of looking very Christmas ball shape here. And this doesn't need to be precise, I don't think. You want to give sort of this suggestion. And you have to play with it a little as the temperature of your melt and pour changes in your glass. You're going to get, it's going to become a little thicker. You'll have to sort of control it differently. So it is, and you may have to sort of scrape off. So this is a little tricky, but again, I don't think it needs to be perfect. I'm just sort of dropping them in here. Alright, I think you get the hang of it, so I'm going to finish up doing the rest of these, and then we'll be back. Okay, next layer for the snowflakes. I'm going to take I have some alcohol in a spray bottle. I'm just going to give them a little spritz. That'll help the layers stick together. And I just have some clear. So now for the snowflakes, I'm just going to add a layer of clear, just enough to sort of cover the snowflake and make a completely, round piece to fill the mold. Now, this is pretty hot, so it will melt, your previous level. So try not to jiggle it around too much. Let that just sit in there and sort of cool. Okay, so we're going to let that sit and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to finish up. You can see I added some dark green little balls next to the red ones. And really why I did that is I wanted some contrast because I'm going to pour in some green. So I have some of the clear base and I mixed it with about half the same amount of white base, right? So a white soap base. So I mixed the clear and the white together, and then I added some Vibrance Green mica from Nurture Soap Supplies, and I'm going to give it a little spritz with alcohol. And then into the trees, I'm just going to fill up the rest of the mold. That dark green I actually created by mixing some of the green Vibrance mica with some of the red Vibrance mica, just to make a real dark green. And again, the reason I really did it is just to make some contrast between this green here that I'm pouring in. I would have liked to have done some sort of strings of dark green, but I couldn't figure out how to do that in Melt and Pour. Okay, and then for the snowflakes, I kept it clear. I didn't mix any of the white, but I'm going to be using some Key West Blue mica from Mad Oils, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous blue. So I have that mixed in with just some of the clear base, not any of the white, and I'm just going to fill up the rest of the circles. All right, we'll let these set up and then we'll be back. Okay, so here we are. I wanted to give you a sense of how much I used. So this is the original container. It was completely full when I started. So I used almost half, and I used a little bit more of, just a little bit of white base as well. So, and about the amount I used is probably what's left over here. So this project took about half of a package of Crafter's Choice Melt and Pour soap base, the clear. Okay, and here's our final result. I'm pretty happy. They came out really nice. The snowflakes themselves, you can see the sort of shimmer that's in the snowflake. If I turn it to the side, you can see the different layers. Now, I don't think the clear layer here was as successful as in the tree. I probably could have just done a blue layer right behind the snowflake. In fact, that might have made the snowflake pop just a little bit more. As it is, it's a little bit subtle. But not bad. I mean, I like it. It's certainly very wintry, And the trees came out just fantastic. I mean, that clear is really super clear. You can see kind of right through it to the little decorations behind it, and then the green comes really through. So here's the side view. You can see that clear is just super nice. So, so the trees came out. I'm just really great. I'm really just very excited about those. And I like the snowflakes a lot too. So, okay, so that's our Melt and Pour little embeds that we're going to do for this soap, and then let's get to the soap itself. Okay, folks, so here we go with the soap. Let's go over the recipe. So, in my oils, I have 350 grams of olive oil, 219 grams of coconut oil 76 degree, 175 grams of cocoa butter, 175 grams of shea butter, 131 grams of castor oil, 100 grams of avocado oil, 100 grams of sweet almond oil, and 100 grams of beef tallow. I have 366 grams of a 50% lye solution, and to that I am adding 315 grams of goat milk. Okay, so I'm going to be coloring the majority of it white, so I'll be using titanium dioxide from Brambleberry, which I have pre-mixed in water in a squeeze bottle. We'll be using some Key West blue mica from Mad Oils, gorgeous blue. I will probably, I think at some point, use some diamond dust mica from Nature's Garden. And then the fragrance I'm using is a combination of Fresh Snow from Brambleberry and April Fresh from Mad Oils. So it's a really crisp, clean, a little bit of a linen kind of scent to it. And I have 40 grams of each of those fragrances, and I took a little bit out and I put it into my melt and pour, embeds when I did those. So it's, probably, I don't know, 38 grams of each of the fragrance itself. Okay, so my temperatures, my oils are right around 90. My goat milk and my lye solution are right around 72. I'm going to add my goat milk to my oils first, which will kind of cool them down and bring it closer to my lye solution. I'll just give that a little buzz with the stick blender. Okay, just to get that nice and mixed up, now we'll add the lye solution. And give that a little buzz just to get everything incorporated. Okay. The tallow that I am using in this recipe is tallow that I rendered myself, and there's a video I have of making tallow. So if you're interested in that, check that out. Alright, I'm going to pour off some of this. So, let me do my fragrance first, actually, before I forget. Because I want the whole batch fragranced. Now I haven't used either of these I have used Fresh Snow, I shouldn't say that. I have not used the April Fresh fragrance. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. Just starting to get to trace. Let me pour off some of this. Okay. The larger portion is going to be white. And I kind of want it really white. And the smaller portion, I'm going to add some mica too. Now, I had pre-mixed some mica and some oil. That's what I normally do. But I just realized I want this a really, really intense blue. So I'm going to not use my pre-mixed Okay. I think that's good. All right. Okay. I think that's really all I need. That's such a gorgeous blue. I love that blue. Okay. So I think we're going to do an in the pot swirl. So I'm actually going to kind of treat this like a drop swirl, but just doing it in the pot here. Okay. And then sort of do another, well, not really a drop swirl, but we're going to drop this into the mold. So I'm using the tall and slender silicone mold from American Soap Supplies. Okay, that's good. I have a little left over actually. Yeah, I actually made, you know what, I forgot to reduce my batter size because I'm using this mold. So I have a little left over. I'm going to make some individual soaps with those since they will probably smell very good. Okay, on my tall and skinny mold, you should see that there are some lines. Those are lines that I made from where my cutter will cut. Before I do that, I'm going to sprinkle on a little of this diamond dust just to give the top kind of a shimmer. Almost like fresh fallen snow. Okay. Now since I added that directly to the top, I think I might just give it a quick little swirl. That's just to get some of the mica kind of into the soap instead of just sitting right on the top, because I'm going to put the embeds here in a second, so I'm not going to do a whole lot with that. Okay, so now we'll take the embeds and, oh, you know, I thought I was going to be able to fit both of these in here, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to use the snowflakes. I will save the Christmas trees to do something else. The lines on my mold are probably a little hard to see on the camera, but they're there. Okay, so get a little better picture here. I think I'm going to call this Winter Wonderland. It smells very, see if I can get kind of a, okay. I made that a little too high of an angle. My snowflakes are falling over. Okay, I think that's it. Stick around for the cutting. Should be right after the break. Okay. Okay, everyone, here we are with the cutting. I put it in the fridge for about 8 hours, maybe about 7, and then took it out and let it come to room temperature. And it's been about 24 hours total. It is a little soft. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that one got cut a little bit close in terms of the snowflake. So this isn't my normal recipe. I put in, some tallow and avocado oil and sweet almond oil and goat milk. So it's a little bit soft. But I think after a day or so it'll firm up very nicely. The swirls came out pretty nice. I'm actually very happy with them. I sort of wanted, kind of a, sort of like a snowstorm, blue and white swirls and like the winter wind. So, and the little snowflakes on top came out pretty cute. So, get a little close up there. There's the... Okay. Alright, and some of the trees I actually did little cupcakes with. So they came out pretty cute too. Okay, that is it. So I haven't made soap in a while. So that's the holiday edition for Divinely Designed. Comments, questions, leave them below. I like to get them. If you like this video, click that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, click on that subscription button. I'm getting close to 5,000 subscribers, and probably around 5,000 subscribers I will do a giveaway of some kind. So if you'd like to be entered for that, you'll need to be a subscriber to my channel. And that's it. Check back here for more bath, beauty, soap, and paper crafting videos here at Divinely Designed. Thanks all.